Hiya, and welcome to the flip through of our brand new Tudor workbooks. You may have seen us talking about these on social media. These aren't just like any other workbooks. These are following alongside, lesson by lesson, to recorded videos that we're posting for free on YouTube. We'll be uploading these lessons throughout September, but you can watch them at any point because they're staying up there indefinitely. These are for you to use when best suits you and your family. Our workbooks follow each lesson alongside with the information, worksheets and activities. Each lesson has a really fun activity at the end of it to help consolidate the information they've learned and to have fun as a family exploring the Tudors together. As you can see, we have both a Senior Zebra Tudor workbook and a Junior Zebra Tudor workbook. Now you might be wondering what's the difference. Senior Zebras are designed for those of a secondary school age or those who enjoy learning in a bit more depth and enjoy writing. It goes more in depth into the subjects, deep diving, also encourages critical thinking and analysis of the information they learned. The Junior Zebras is perfect for children working at a primary age level, or those who struggle with attention or really don't like writing. These have more condensed information. It's the same lessons, but just in a shorter bite-sized way. They also contain fun worksheets that are less writing-based and more activity-based, and our videos for it will be shorter. Now we split the information on the Tudors into 14 separate lessons. Please feel free to follow these in whichever order you would like. These are just what made sense for us and our families. We will also be releasing these in weekly blocks. So our first week will be looking at Richard III, Henry VII and Tudor medicine and the plague. Week 2 will be looking at Henry VIII, Hans Holbein and his Tudor portraits, Tudor feasts and Tudor crime and punishment. Now I should give a warning, for the Senior Zebras that does include a bit about torture, but in the Junior Zebras that doesn't. In week 3 we'll be looking at Edward VI, Lady Jane Grey and Mary I, as well as life in Tudor England and alchemy. And then for week 4 we'll be looking at Elizabeth I, the importance of the River Thames on Tudor life, Tudor astronomy and navigation, and Shakespeare. In our Shakespeare, the lovely Alia Drake has written 2 interpretations for children of his plays. This is a really fun, engaging way to involve children in Shakespeare, and they have the child's seal of approval. The 2 plays that we've picked to look at are Richard III, because of course, who better to study when looking at the Tudors, and Romeo and Juliet, the classic love story. Now, each lesson has a fun activity, and this activity is the same for both the Junior and Senior Zebras, so that you can do it as a family if you wish to. If you're buying the PDF download version, you'll be receiving both the Junior and Senior Zebras, so you can always pick and choose which worksheets work best for your child depending on the lesson. I'll first show you lesson 1, which is on Richard III. The Senior Zebras, as you can see, has a lot of information. Now, this is the same information that will be in our videos on YouTube. We've done this for different types of learners. We know some people prefer to learn just through reading, and actually watching the videos wouldn't be helpful for them. And so we've included the information so they can study in the way that best suits them. But on the other hand, for the visual learners out there, we will also be having our recorded lessons on YouTube, and I'm so excited to share these with you. These are beautiful visual lessons that really engage and bring to life the Tudors. For the worksheets of Senior Zebras, we've got a Crown Your King, where they get to choose who they think is the rightful king of the Battle of Bosworth. There's also a documentary review of the King in the Car Park. I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favourite documentaries, and you just got to watch it. It's absolutely fascinating. And then for the activity, we've got a murder mystery game. And for this, you can cut out the cards, and then you can either pretend to be the suspects, like each person picks to be a different suspect or teams, and then they can interview each other, or you could run a police crime scene investigation and find out who you think is the real culprit of the missing princes in the towers. Now, for the Junior Zebras, for Richard III, you can see that the information is a lot more condensed. It still has all the important facts in it. It's just shorter and easier for people and struggle with the attention and just want to know the most important bits. The worksheets are more visual and require less writing. I can't wait to share these lessons with you. We'll be doing it with our own families, so you can catch up and see how we get on. As well as history, there's also important other skills that can be learnt, including science with experiments, geography, art and cooking. And if you'd like to extend your learning further, you can now check out our Terrific Tudors box, packed full of activities and souvenirs based upon the Tudors, as well as a printed copy of the workbook and a collector's embroidered badge. You can also buy the printed Amazon workbook directly from your Amazon store wherever you are in the world.